Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Surviving Mars. This is episode 21. In the last episode, we did quite a bit of very important building. Number 1, the carbonate processor. We will eventually, we're not done yet, but we will eventually start making atmosphere. Number 2, I went around and ripped out every single apartment and replaced them with these much happier living complexes. So there's less room for people, but they are overall better, they're happier. But most importantly, this happy gentleman here. When this thing's done, it's going to be providing an absolutely staggering amount of power, and that is something we are desperate for. So, yeah, good times. We are short on metals. So we are about 100 short for that one, and nearly 50 for that one. We do have some metals coming on the transport here. I found a spot that had about, I think it was 70 or 80 or something. So we definitely have some coming. It's just, it isn't going to be enough still. But we are at least producing them. I did crank the priority of this up, so we are at least producing some. And I've got trade routes asking for it, but nobody ever wants to trade it, so that's just not going to happen. Here's the next pile of 30. Oh, that's neat. I told you to drop it there, but you see that there's a better spot here, so you automatically switch to it. That's actually quite clever. I don't remember where this was. It was down here somewhere, but I don't remember which square it was in. Might have been this one, if this has already been 2 passes. Yeah, if it was 73 originally, that would make sense.
Resources are low.
Yes, I know I'm low on metal, thank you. Well, it might even have been here. There's 50 there. Okay. So I'll try and remember I0. Try to remember that anyway. Whether it actually happens or not is separate. There's things doing down here. Okay, so we are not pushing the water at maximum. We're pushing fairly hard, but not maximum. Still have a good pile of water there. And if it comes down to it, another one over here, which I may end up having to grab. Because I remember reading this thing apparently takes a lot of water to get started. And on that subject, I probably should actually have it plumbed in. That would probably be helpful, so that it can get that water when the time comes. But maybe I should be building... Yes, thank you. Maybe I should be building this other water. In which case I probably should build a drone hub over here to take care of it.
Breakthrough discovered.
Yeah, if I put one, say, here, that might do it. And then I wouldn't need this commander sitting here babysitting this stuff. That would be very good.
Scanned.
And a breakthrough. Oh, okay. Yep, we remember that one. We've seen that one before. It's neat. It's not screamingly urgent, but it's kind of neat. Oh, actually, that might be a square or 2 off, actually. Now that I'm looking at that better. Yeah, that's just a square or 2 off. We're going to not do that there. We need to do that a little bit closer. In fact, maybe... Oh, this terrain kind of sucks, actually. I may have to just move this cable a bit. Or this pipe. Yeah, let's just move this pipe. So the terrain over here just kind of sucks altogether, doesn't it? Just do something like that, and we should be able to get rid of, when that's done, some of these pipes in between, and then we should be able to get a drone hub in there. Hopefully, anyway. Okay, so you found 19 wherever you were. So it wasn't that one, because that still has the 13. Okay, so it must have been this one I was on already then, because that dropped to 31. Okay. So we were already on the good one. Don't make this a habit, okay? This is not a good area for you. Go away. Just gotta wait. Of course, this takes metals. And metals is the one thing we're very short on. Okay, you're showing as idle, which means you're done. So wherever these other 31 were, they obviously were out of range of... There's some polymers. Some metals. Where's the rest of them? Don't see them. Well, we'll just grab this stuff, I guess. And if that's not absolutely everything, well, so be it. You know what? You just drop that up there. Be a quicker trip. If you actually got refunds for pipes, then I would just go ahead and rip it down, because then they could just move it effectively. But as far as I remember, you don't get your materials back. I could be wrong, of course, but I don't think you do. Okay. So that'll be about 30 metals. I guess it's going to have to be 2 trips, though, because he's going to be able to not quite carry it all, but that's okay. We're still 60 short of that one. That one really hasn't done anything. Okay. And we're actually out of concrete. Wow. That's very surprising. I put in another one somewhere. Oh, they haven't finished it. That's part of the problem, of course. It takes metals. Right. Speaking of metals, why don't we go and make some money? You know what? Yes. I normally wouldn't want, to spend food for anything really, but for metals, I will. Doesn't matter which one, off you go. There, well that should certainly help. That should certainly help. And we certainly have enough food. I had traded enough. I traded enough concrete for food earlier that we're totally fine for food. You seriously not built any of this? You're waiting on. There. Now you have your own personal metals right here. There you go. Wait for this to finish before I break this. There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully that's enough room for this hub. That's still not quite right, is it? Okay, this cable's got to go too then. Fair enough.
Sector scanned.
This is hideous, but it should do the job. You are idle, so where else are there some metals? There's some there, apparently.
Funding received.
There we go. Oh, isn't that an interesting one? So you can recover them, and in fact there's an achievement for doing it the first time. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't know how I did that, but that's very cool. And it won't let me jump to it, so I don't even know which one it was, but still, that's very cool. Looks like we desperately need machine parts and electronics again. I'm half tempted to actually even just bring down some metals, but I don't think I'm going to. That may seem crazy, but I'd like to really like to see this thing going. Frankly, I want to see both of these going, but I especially want to see this one going. Okay, that's ready. Now, that means we can salvage
Sector scanned.
This bit of cable here. Now, do we have room for this hub? Yes, we do. Just barely. So if you sit there, you should have just enough room, if I've done this right. No, it's still off by 1 square. So where can I put that then, where it's going to actually help? What's this? Oh, hang on, right there. Looks like it should be okay. If I put you as absolute far as possible over here. That should do it, I think. You're ready to go. Put you right there so you have first crack at those metals. Beautiful. We don't currently have one on Earth to bring new people down, but when this one I just sent gets there, I guess we can send some more down. To try to offload some of these. Hopefully. You've got all the metals off of there, and we're still 50 short. Which means a lot of them went somewhere else. A couple went to there. I don't see where else they could have gone. Frankly, I completely forgot I even had this thing. That should help a bit.
Funding received.
There we go. And we'll send you back with people. Even though I probably should bring, like, parts down in that, but... Anyway. Now, do I drop them off down here? Probably. Yeah, there's hardly anybody here. This is the only living complex that's even remotely full. So maybe I'll drop all those people here, and they can always shuttle to the other places if they'd rather anyway, so it's not a huge deal. You'd think I would have noticed a blob of 50 of them arriving somewhere. I also kind of thought most of them would have gone here, but it looks like only about 10 or 20 of them did. Anyway. Nope, still nobody ever worked there. Uh-oh. Okie dokie. Okay, so you're intending to attack and blow up something. I'd really rather you didn't blow up a dome, thanks. But I get the sense that if I just do this one, he'll just go nuts and destroy whatever he wants. So I think I'm going to let you actually destroy a building. And whatever building that was, we'll just rebuild. Oh, it's a wind turbine. Yeah, you can absolutely have that. Yeah, that's completely not relevant in the slightest. It's a neat event, but it's certainly kind of weird. There's 23 down here. So we'll have those. Might as well just drop them right there, right? Okay, so I've got that hub going, so as soon as we get a little bit more attention here, we'll be all set. And that should help the water situation nicely.
New colonists have arrived. Research complete.
There we go. That should help quite a bit, because we do have lots of decorations. So that will definitely help. Basically out of electronics.
Sector scanned.
And what should we do with the last little bit of space? I don't know. Oh, metals weigh more than electronics do. Oh, I never even noticed that. Huh, okay. Well, I guess that solves that question then. I guess just some more machine parts then. Now there's some metals, so you should be able to finish this off and we'll start having access to this water. It's not a great deposit, but it's an extra 10,000 water. That can only be a good thing. I guess it doesn't really matter where I land you, you can just go there. And frankly, there's 5 free metal. There we go, and we have water. So frankly, with this drone hub here now, this commander does not need to be here. Is there anywhere where it would make sense for you to sit and help? Already got a commander there working on that. Could get you up here to help with this, but I don't think it's a commander problem. I think it's just a metals problem. I don't really know where to put you. I guess I could just leave you there for now. You're not doing anything though, it seems kind of a waste. Oh, you know what? Why don't you come up here and go back to boxing these things up? For all the difference that was going to make. I really hope I'm reading this wrong and that I didn't just do a trade where I'm sending metals, because that's going to very much anger me. I'm hoping I did not just do that backwards. I guess I'll find out in a second. Yeah, I sure did. Crap cakes. Well, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Resources are low.
I don't know how I did that, but somehow I did that completely backwards and just completely stymied all that progress. Can't believe I did that. That sucks really bad. What doesn't suck really bad though is I'm noticing this is actually happening. I'm quite sure I'm reading that backwards, so every time I look at that I'm quite sure I have it backwards. They really ought to word that slightly more cleanly. Anyway, we now have a carbonate processor. There we go. We are now officially creating atmosphere. Okay, who's got a good pile of this stuff that would like to be emptied? You sure do. Of course, that takes a ton of power. have nobody working here even on maximum priority. Good. Good. Really like to see this happen, guys. Okay, we clearly cannot support this on that shift. I'm not sure if we'll be able to support it on any shift really, but especially not at night. Okay, let's see how we do on days. Nope. I may not be able to actually power this thing for a while. This thing may have to wait until this is done. Well, I'm going to call that close enough. In fact, I think I might just send both of you. Then we can bring down one with goods and one with passengers. Apparently there's a ton of metals here. Yes, please. Just bring them here. The shuttles can move them from wherever. Why are my Moxies not working? That's not ideal. Yeah, we're gonna need that fixed pretty quick, guys.
Funding received. Funding received.
Okay. Right. That's what I think about all that. I might even, while I'm at it, grab one of these if I can. 5,000, so if I just take a little bit less of that for the weight, I can have one of them as well. Yeah, I am good with that. Yeah, the episode's running long, but I do definitely want to see this thing happen, so I'm going to push this one just a little bit.
Breakthrough discovered.
Well, that's kind of neat. I can't imagine worrying about that, because I don't really deal with spires, but that's kind of neat. This is a lot less neat. Okay, now let's get this stuff going here. Alright, and we have that prefab of water, so let's just plunk that down somewhere. Doesn't terribly matter where.
Resources are low. Sector scanned.
Let's kind of plunk that over there. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
There we go. There's our artificial sun. That gave us a ton of points, so we have that now. So again, everybody's life just gets that little bit better. Promptly in time to have this thing draining 30 water until it has time to drain all the way to 1,000. Yikes. Yeah, needless to say, we don't have that much water.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Needless to say, that's going to be a problem. See, I don't mind it wanting the 1,000 water. I mean, that's fine. It did say it takes a ton of water, but maybe it could, you know, load it in a little more sane route. But anyway. Frankly, I already kind of was doing that, so sure, let's make it even more official. So now, yeah, we still have vacant slots. They just need to rejiggle themselves around a bit. Yeah, this would be totally fine, even after they move all that around. So that should just make them even yet happier, which might offset the fact that they've been without water so often. This did drop to 20.6 at a time, so I wonder if it knows I can't do that, or if that's because it's already partially full and this just drops as it goes. I don't know. Either way, it's nuts. But I am glad I picked up that extra water from down here. Even if it is kind of a crummy, and it's not even working, that's probably not helping either. Nice.
Sector scanned.
Anyway. Alright, you are basically half full. I'm assuming none of you are ready to go yet. Well, you pretty much are. Now, maybe we won't worry about waiting for that one last one. That's fine.
A colonist has died.
Oh. Probably from terrible life support so often. 3/4 done.
A colonist has died.
Yeah.
A colonist has died.
I know, we're getting there. We're very close.
A colonist has died.
Okay, guys.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
A colonist has died. A colonist has died.
Yeah, there's gonna be like nobody willing to come back down to replace them.
A colonist has died.
Okay, buddy, you need to finish. Okay, there we go. And with that beauteous little thing, power is sorted. And with that, all of these wind turbines are going away, so no longer will all my machine parts vanish. Can I... Okay, I cannot mass salvage. I'll have to do them all individually. Okay. These things have been annoying me for quite some time. And they are all going away. Every last one of them. More importantly, you are coming back on. How can I still have not enough water? I don't see any water things that say they're not... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I'm not seeing any water ones that say they're not working. In fact, all of these solar panels can go away as well, right? Maybe we'll just shut them off instead of actually destroying them. That instantly did something bad. Must have just been broken by a dust devil or something. I assume... Well, there are people here, despite all those deaths. That's very surprising. Anyway, yeah, we definitely need more warm bodies to replace the, definitely accidental loss that I had nothing to do with. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to have to call the episode there. I've gone way, 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 way over on time, but I definitely want to see that happen, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.